Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest moves we've seen in recent NFL history. And it involves none other than Nick Bosa, the star edge rusher of the San Francisco 49ers. Rumors are swirling that the Bears are in serious talks to acquire Bosa in a blockbuster trade, a move that could reshape the entire NFC North landscape. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor. Insiders close to the situation suggest that a deal might be on the horizon, and it's all about adding that extra firepower to our defense. Imagine Nick Bosa, a four-time All-Pro and one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league, wearing the Bears' navy and orange. The guy is a game wrecker, a relentless predator on the edge, constantly causing chaos in the backfield. His ability to generate pressure and rack up sacks is among the best in the league, and for a Bears team that's been trying to rebuild that pass rush, this could be a game changer. Bosa's stats tell the story. In 2025, he's already accumulated 5 sacks with a pressure rate of 21% and a PFF grade of 91. 5, which puts him solidly in the top tier of NFL edge players. He's not just a sack artist. He's a complete disruptor with a total of 37 combined tackles, 12 assists, and 2 forced fumbles. The guy is durable, too, avoiding serious injuries despite averaging around 90 snaps per game. His career totals speak volumes, over 60 sacks and a reputation as a consistent All-Pro, someone who elevates any defense he's part of. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Why would the 49ers trade Bosa, especially when they're still in the thick of a playoff hunt? Well, insiders like Adam Schefter hint that the Niners, currently sitting at 6-4 but battling injuries and cap constraints, might be looking to offload some assets to focus on a youth rebuild, especially after losing some key pieces. The team has already shed about $25 million in cap space to extend their secondary, and with a potential shift in priorities, a trade for Bosa could free up some much-needed room. Plus, there's that recent example, the Browns trading for Myles Garrett last year, and seeing a significant boost in their pass rush, adding over 10 sacks in 2023. That's the kind of impact the Bears could expect if they land Bosa. Looking at the bigger picture, acquiring Bosa isn't just about adding a star pass rusher. It's about transforming our entire defensive identity. With Bosa on the line, the Bears' pass rush would become a nightmare for quarterbacks. His presence could elevate the entire defense, especially considering the current gaps we have at DE, with players like Dominique Robinson and Dayo Odeyingbo still finding their consistency. Bosa's relentless pressure and ability to force turnovers would make life much harder for opposing offenses. Imagine him lining up opposite our other pass rushers, creating a dual threat that offenses would have to game plan around. The impact would be felt across the field, and it could be the push we need to turn our season around and push for a playoff spot. And let's not forget the potential for this move to set the stage for a deeper playoff push, maybe even a Super Bowl run. The Bears are currently sitting at 4-6, but with Bosa's addition, our opponents' points per game could drop significantly. Right now, they're allowing around 26. 4 points per game, and that number could be cut down as Bosa's pressure increases. His ability to generate sacks and force QB errors could lead to more turnovers, giving our offense more opportunities to score. A defense that can elevate its game with a player like Bosa might be the missing piece to turn this team into a legitimate contender. Plus, his explosiveness and knack for creating big plays could energize the entire team, giving us that extra edge in close games. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the financial side of things. The 49ers are currently estimated to have around $20 million in cap space in November 2025, but they've already shed about $25 million to focus on other areas, like their secondary and youth development. For the Bears, with roughly $25 million in cap space, this trade could be a win-win situation. It would help our defense's immediate needs while not completely hampering our cap flexibility for future moves. This type of trade isn't just about the present. It's about building a sustainable winning culture. Imagine Bosa not only boosting our current defense, but also serving as a cornerstone for years to come. The leadership he brings, combined with his on-field dominance, would elevate the entire team. Now, let's talk about how this move could shake up the NFC North. The Packers and Vikings are both trying to find their footing, but adding Bosa to the Bears could make us the team to beat. Our defense, already solid, would become an absolute nightmare for any offense. With Bosa leading the charge, our sack totals could skyrocket. Projections suggest an increase of around 12 sacks, pushing our total from 18 to over 30. That kind of pressure could lead to more turnovers, more three-and-outs, and ultimately, more wins. It'd be a game changer, especially when considering how the Bears could leverage this to gain a significant advantage in divisional matchups. From a statistical standpoint, Bosa's impact would be undeniable. His presence on the field is associated with an increase in pressure percentage by roughly plus 22%, and his ability to generate explosive sacks and hits could be the difference maker in many games. This would directly translate into more possession for our offense, allowing us to control the clock better and keep our defense fresh. The combination of an improved pass rush and a more opportunistic defense could be just what the doctor ordered to push the Bears into playoff contention and maybe even beyond. And looking at the long-term picture, this trade could be a strategic move to set us up for a shot at Super Bowl LX. The odds right now, according to DraftKings, see the Bears at plus 4-0, but with Bosa's addition, projections are now estimating a climb to plus 1-200. That's a huge shift in just a matter of weeks. It signals that with Bosa, our chances of winning the NFC or even making a deep playoff run increase significantly. His ability to elevate the defense's overall effectiveness by about 18% would make us a much more formidable opponent. And that kind of upgrade is exactly what we need to challenge teams like the 49ers, who are currently sitting at plus 1-0 odds. In conclusion, this isn't just about adding a star player. It's about making a statement. The Bears are serious about competing, about building a championship-caliber team, and about rewriting the narrative of our franchise. Bosa is that difference maker, the guy who can turn a good defense into a legendary one. His arrival would be a seismic shift, not only boosting our chances this season, but setting us up for sustained success. This trade could be the pivot that transforms the Bears from a middling team into a true powerhouse, one that rivals the best in the league and challenges for Lombardi trophies for years to come. The NFC North won't know what hit them. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you believe Bosa is the missing piece to bring us back to Super Bowl glory? Would you trade a future first-round pick in 2026 for a guy who could redefine our defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're on the edge of something big, folks, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with you. Let's keep the passion alive and keep pushing forward. The best is yet to come for the Chicago Bears.